Welcome, Gemini, to your September 2019 reading. I'm doing this reading by the light of the new moon. I think so many times people do their readings so early that they lose that vibration. So it's a beautiful day in my neighborhood, and I hope it's beautiful for you too. I've already shuffled the deck. I've already meditated, and I'm ready to start your reading. And your first card is Death. Well, death is not what we think it is. Death is not a bad thing. Death is just a fact of life. It's a sign of Scorpio, but it's also, as you look, something new is in your future. Something is coming along. So let's take a look. And we've got the Hierophant in reverse. This is Taurus, but it's also a sign of needing to relax. Maybe some kind of a legal matter that needs to be settled. And maybe that's what you're marching toward, is a legal matter that needs to be settled. Ooh, and look at this, 6 of Cups. You're looking for some happiness. You're wanting to have that ultimate relationship, that twin soul, that loving relationship. And that's a beautiful card. Whoa. And then we've got the Lovers. We've got the sign of Gemini. We've got the Lovers. But we've got this card in reversed. So let's find out what it means. And then we've got the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is a very powerful card, but in reverse, it says that you have some unresolved conflicts, and that may relate directly to this loving relationship that you really want, is battling those content. But I'm guided to say that it will end up being a happy home, a great relationship. Most people call this the moving in card. They're celebrating being a couple, possibly marriage. And it's interesting, this falls right underneath the 6 of Cups. So that's a beautiful energy. It's a beautiful action. So, death doesn't always mean death. It could be the end of a relationship. It could be any kind of relationship, work, family, just a friendship. You never know. But with the Hierophant involved, I have a feeling it's some kind of a legal issue. Maybe a past relationship, maybe a divorce, maybe a baby daddy or a baby mama. And all you want is peace. All you want is a peaceful relationship, a loving relationship. And right now that feels really upside down. It feels really hard for you to gain. You're still battling some of the things from your past, because this card points to your past. And all you want for your future is that loving home, that family, that relationship. So I see what's going on, and I hope you can relate to it and resonate. If this doesn't resonate with you, then obviously it wasn't your reading. Now I'm going to clarify these cards with my new deck of Tattoo Tarot. And the next card we come up with is the Sun. And as you look, the Sun also depicts a set of lovers. So that's interesting that now the Sun has put the lovers upright. Once you get past these battles, once this legal issue is over, things are going to go in the right direction. I like that. Oh my gosh, look at the Death card again. Death is upright. So, placing that on this legal card, we've got Death twice. And this shows 2 heads on the ground. Death twice is saying this legal action will put an end to this misery that you've been wanting, so you can find that happiness that you truly desire. So let's see what that is. And that is the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords is a Gemini. There could be a Gemini coming into your future, and all he wants to do is give you that happiness, offer you that cup, bring you into that new radiance, that new beginning. So you just have to take your time. You have to wait for this legal issue to die, to be settled, to be over with. And then we have the Ace of Wands. The Wands are typically fire signs, and there's some fire in this relationship. You can tell because of all the wands that have already presented in this relationship. So this is a very passionate relationship. The King of Swords himself is a thinker. He's looking at the future. He's a thinker, he's a doer, he's a magic maker. And he's got that wand to make things happen. Then we've got Temperance again. It's going to take time. Temperance in reverse says it may take longer than you really want it to. But then again, you know, if you look at this card, she's facing your future. So sometimes your future is worth that wait. Work out these problems, work out those legal obligations, and allow that sun to shine in. Allow things to die. Allow that new relationship to come in and to grow and to bring you that love that you desire, that happy home. And we've got the King of Cups. You know, cups are basically your emotions, your love sign. This can also be a Cancer, but you know, it's saying he wants to love you. He wants to bring that into your life. So this is great. You have two kings, two powerful, energetic forces. You can't get higher than a king that want to make it. You've got a sign that things are going to work out great in the future. You're going to have that love and that commitment that you truly want, you know, the flowers and the kindness and the happiness, and you're going to have that happy home. If you look at this card, you see children in the background, you see the home, you see the celebration. But it's going to take time. We've got a lot of major arcana cards here. We've got Temperance, we've got the Death, we've got the Sun. And if you look at both of these Death cards, let's look at them together. You'll see they're both facing your future. So something has to die for you to move on. You have to let go. You have to make that decision. You're the one that's holding that cup up for making things happen. And you want this magic. You want that. The Ace of Wands. Now the aces are always a perfect card. Let's get back to the major arcanas, which is your Sun, your Death, the Hierophant. It says you're gonna have this legal battle. But Temperance says you need to take your time. You need to decide, you know, and allow things to flow. Let those battles pass. They're from your past. They're not in your future. So when you turn things upside down and you accept his cup of love, things are definitely going to change for you. What a beautiful reading. I feel really great for you, Gemini. You know, there's so many things that are flowing. Oh, and I meant to say this too, you know. The Lovers is the sign of Gemini. This is you in your true form. You want that love. You want that happiness. You want that contentment. You know, you have the power over these kings to bring that love and cut everything away. And you know what? It's all going to come out in the light of day. It's all going to die a natural death. You know, it's a legal issue right now, but it's going to be settled. It's going to be settled, and you know, it's going to be a fiery settlement. Somebody may not be happy, but they don't always have to be happy about your choices, because your happiness is most important. I'm going to draw one more card, and I am going to draw it from a deck over here. And wow, we drew the Magician. Remember I said earlier, you have the magic to make this happen? Yes, you do. The Magician is also linked with the sign of Gemini, because the giant sign of Gemini is a mutable sign. It's a changeable sign. It's a magical sign, and so this tells me you have that power. You have that power to change, to bring that love into your life, to choose that happiness, to move forward in that happiness, and to have that happy home. So I hope you're enjoying this reading. I hope you like, subscribe, and share. And I want you to know that I felt this powerful energy of the new moon while I was doing this reading. I'm tempted to say, good things are coming your way. Love to all, Gemini.